Shalom, shalom, Mishbaka. I pray all is well with each and every one of you. Praise Yah for his traveling Hassad. He's been good. Made it back safely to Oklahoma. And I'm just grateful to Yah for all that he's done. As I was traveling, I was in New Mexico and we went to this stop. And at the stop, they had books for sale. And I was looking through one and I was showing my Ama, like, this stuff be demonic as heck. And I went to the page of the snake and it had a story in there, and it just went right along with know your enemy. If you haven't watched that series, I have part 1 and part 2. 1 is about the snakes, number 2 is about the wolves. And I'm gonna read this story and I'm gonna put it up on the screen so y'all can see, but it was truly like showing us, like, the enemy, they have to tell us who they are. And it's our mistake when we don't believe them. It's our mistake when people's fruit show that, yes, they're operating through the snake, they're operating through the wolf, they're operating as Hasatan, and we choose not to believe them. We may not need to separate from them. That's when we go to Yahuwah in prayer. But there's certain wisdoms that we are to utilize. And it's just so important in these last and evil days that we allow ourselves to truly utilize the wisdom that Yahuwah has given us. So this story is called The Rattlesnake. And it says, good intentions and reptilian reputations. A young boy was out for an early walk on a cold, frosty morning when he spotted a rattlesnake stretched out stiff as a branch encased in solid ice. "Oh no," cried the tender-hearted boy. "The poor rattlesnake has frozen solid." The boy knew better than to ever touch one of the rattlesnake people, frozen or not. But he was curious to see if the snake was still alive. So he picked up a twig and poked the snake. "Please help me, I'm so cold," the rattlesnake hissed. The boy shrieked and leaped as far away from the snake as possible. "You're alive," the boy said. "Well, not for much longer if you don't help me," said the shivering snake. "What can I possibly do? You are one of the rattlesnake people, and I am not to touch you. Do you want me to die here on the side of the road? Pick me up and warm me." "But you are a rattlesnake," the boy cried. "Your people bite my people." "Well, yes, that has on occasion happened, but I will not bite you," Rattlesnake said through the chattering teeth. "But I will die if you do not pick me up and get me warm, please. Do you want to live with my death on your conscience?" "Well," said the boy, and against his better judgment and all he had learned, and his instincts and intuition, and his mother's admonitions about touching rattlesnake, and his father's warnings about touching rattlesnakes, and any story he had ever read or been told around the storyteller's fire, and the don't touch the rattlesnakes people no matter what they tell you because they will bite, signs posted everywhere he went, he picked up the rattlesnake and held him close against his woolen jacket to warm him up. Slowly the snake defrosted and thawed and became supple and stretchy and flexible against the warm wool of the boy's jacket. And then, without even a warning, rattle, boom, just like that, the rattlesnake bit the young boy right on the arm. "Ow, you bit me," the boy yelped. "Really, Rattlesnake? I helped you. I saved you. You said you would not bite me," he cried in disbelief, clutching his bitten arm. "Ah, yes, I'm very sorry about that," Rattlesnake replied. "But you knew I was a rattlesnake when you touched me," he added matter-of-factly, as he slithered warm and toasty into the sagebush and disappeared. And so, that is why even if a rattlesnake person tells you he will not bite, It is his nature to do so. And that is why it is said that when someone shows you who they are, it is best to believe them. And that is an excerpt from the wild wisdom from the Native Americans. But I just thought I would share. It's in the books, even in the folklore. Knowing our enemy, and we are to be wise as a serpent, but harmless as a dove. But when you are taught to not do certain things by Yahuwah Sabaoth, maybe be obedient, because the enemy has revealed to us himself. It's up to us to operate in obedience. But oftentimes we cry when we get bitten. But what did we actually expect when we were in rebellion? So I just wanted to share that piece with you all. May you be wise and discerning in this season and not help the snakes. Much shalom and much ahava.